Live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 6 starts now.
Two local businesses join forces to remember an employee, what they're doing to help out her family. A group holds their first rally of the year outside of a proposed abortion clinic. The organizers' message about promoting community. And all the fun for a good cause at the BMO Center. The reason why participants hit the ice this afternoon. Good evening, I'm Taylor Castro. Thanks for joining us tonight. A local business does their part to help support the family of an employee. Peggy Anderson, who worked at Pinnon Meats, was killed on January 11th. Our Nikel Delgado spoke with the owners of AKG Craft Source today. Nikel, what do they have to say?
Taylor, AKG Craft Source tells me these shirts are made to honor the loss of one of Pinnon's employees, Peggy Anderson. They say this is one way to help keep her legacy alive.
Owner Brittany had reached out to us wanting to do something to help financially support Peggy's family. So we jumped right on board with the shirt idea.
And that's when duo Kendra and Annie Getchell came up with the Pinnon Strong logo. I'm told the meaning behind this logo is even through the tragedies we face, we are a family. We are strong together and we will heal together too.
And it just shows that Rockford can come together when someone needs that extra help and love and support.
The Getchells have owned AKG Craft Source for 6 years. With the shirts sold at Pinnon Meats, combined with the online orders, they are on track to make 500 Pinnon Strong shirts.
Seeing so many orders come in and just being a part of something so big, it's special.
The Getchells tell me this is a tough time for many with the loss of Peggy because she touched so many lives. But they are honored to be partnered with Pinnons to help Peggy's legacy live on.
It just shows how much Peggy meant to the community and how many people she's touched. There's people from Colorado, there's people from all over ordering and supporting Peggy and her family, so it's pretty cool.
All of the proceeds from the shirts go to help Peggy Anderson's family. The link to order a shirt and the GoFundMe can be found on this story at mystateline.com. Taylor?
Thanks, Nikel. Police continue to search for the man they say killed Anderson. 40-year-old William Jones is not in custody. He is considered armed and dangerous. Police say Jones shot the employee in the chest, then stole her car and other belongings, including her cell phone. If you know where he is, call police or you can leave an anonymous tip on the Tip 411 app. More than 36,000 people have now died from COVID in Illinois as we approach 3 years since the pandemic began. That doesn't include about 5,000 unconfirmed deaths. At the same time, COVID hospitalizations have been falling. 3 counties in the state, none of which are in the state line, are at a high transmission level. Tuesday will mark 3 years since Illinois' first confirmed COVID case. Today in Rockford, a rally at the site of a proposed abortion clinic. Keep Rockford Pro-Life held their first rally of the year Saturday afternoon. They want to keep the clinic from coming to the city. Organizers spoke about community and loving your neighbors.
It is essentially important for this rally to stand up and say that every life matters. Doesn't matter who they are, young, old, black, white, immigrant, native born, every person in our city should be loved and cared for.
Tomorrow morning, groups from the state line will head to the National Women's March in Madison, Wisconsin. We'll have coverage from the send-off. Raising awareness for a special cause, Pucks for Autism took place this afternoon at the BMO Center. The Icehogs pregame skate is part of the Autism Acceptance event. Players were broken into teams based on skill level. Participants wore an Autism Acceptance themed jersey. One parent had an important message to share.
Just be understanding of others. You know, people are different. People have their differences, and just be understanding and accepting of that.
This event has been held for the past 8 years. The money raised will benefit the Superhero Center for Autism. On Sunday, figure skaters from all over the state will head to the Carlson Ice Arena in Loves Park for the Illinois High School Skating Competition. Among the teams competing is the Rockford Park District's 815 Edge. If you want to go cheer them on, admission is free. The event takes place from 7:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Well, it's safe to say that legendary astronaut Buzz Aldrin is over the moon. He celebrated his 93rd birthday by marrying his longtime sweetheart. After being together for over 4 years, the pair tied the knot Friday at a private ceremony in Los Angeles. Aldrin wrote in a social media post that the two were as excited as eloping teenagers. Developing tonight, there are reports White House Chief of Staff Ron Klain is preparing to step down. Klain has served as President Biden's top aide since the start of his administration. It's the longest run for a first Chief of Staff for a Democratic president in more than half a century. Klain is expected to move on sometime after President Biden's State of the Union address next month. The country hit its $31 trillion borrowing limit Thursday. House Republicans say they won't raise the limit without spending cuts. The White House says the issue is non-negotiable. U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen says she expects Congress will vote to raise the debt limit.
It can't be negotiated over whether or not we're going to pay our bills. And not to do so would have devastating economic consequences. So I believe in the end we will find a way around this, and Congress will act to meet what I believe is a shared bipartisan responsibility to raise the debt ceiling.
The U.S. risks defaulting on its loans if the ceiling isn't raised by June. The Justice Department has reportedly launched a criminal investigation against Abbott for last year's baby formula shortage. The Wall Street Journal reports the company is aware of the probe and says it is fully cooperating. Investigators are looking into conduct at the Michigan plant that was temporarily shut down after a potentially deadly bacteria was found by the FDA. Abbott settled with the Justice Department, allowing it to reopen the plant. In Tennessee, the Memphis Police Department announcing it has fired 5 officers after a traffic stop turned deadly. It comes just days before the family of the driver is expected to view body camera footage of the incident. Elwin Lopez has reaction from the family and the community.
No peace! A community in mourning after Tyree Nichols died following a confrontation with Memphis police.
Everywhere there is justice, there's always the possibility of injustice. That's right. It's such an oxymoron, because justice is supposed to mean righteousness. But even in the best of us, there's some worst of us.
29-year-old Nichols suffered critical injuries and died January 10th, 3 days after he was stopped for alleged reckless driving. Police say he ran off after a confrontation with officers. Then a second confrontation took place when they detained him. Nichols' family and attorneys say he was unrecognizable.
They took photographs of him in the hospital that showed him with huge contusions and abrasions on his face and head that they believe was part of the reason why Tyree is dead today. That brutal encounter with the police.
An internal police investigation states the officers violated department policies, including excessive use of force, duty to intervene, and duty to render aid. In a statement, the Memphis Police Department says it is, quote, committed to protecting and defending the rights of every citizen in our city. The egregious nature of this incident is not a reflection of the good work that our officers perform with integrity every day. On Monday morning, Nichols' family is expected to be shown body camera and surveillance videos of the incident. Nichols' cause of death has not been released. The FBI and the Justice Department have opened a civil rights investigation. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation also conducting its own probe. Elwin Lopez, ABC News, Atlanta.
Now, your first warned weather forecast from meteorologist Jordan Wolf.
While we did remain dry for most of the day today, overcast skies remained in place. Now we do have some snow that we have to talk about that'll be working its way in as we get into the overnight hours tonight. The majority of that snow still off to our southwest at the moment, but notice some of those colors starting to work their way closer and closer to the area. Those will start to move into the state line as we get over the next few hours, probably by around 10, 11 o'clock as we get toward midnight tonight. The majority of those have remained out of the area, at least for the moment. However, we're still left with the overcast skies leading into this system. Our SkyTrack camera is overlooking Beloit, Wisconsin. That's brought to us by Brighton Motors. The overcast skies stick with us into the night tonight. Those snow chances also starting to work their way in later on into the night as well. The system's still well off to our southwest, or at least that low pressure center of it, but the snow way ahead of that edge of that system, that's what's going to bring that area of snow into the area here closer into the night tonight. Temperatures leading up to this still are in the 20s. The overcast skies kept us there during the day. 28 in Rockford, 24 in Monroe. 30 down in Sterling. Those wind chill values not too much lower than the actual temperature because winds are not a huge factor out there this evening. Let's jump right into Futurecast, showing the snow working its way in later on here tonight. As I mentioned, right around 10, 11 o'clock tonight, I think that's when the snow showers start to work their way in for the most of us, continuing throughout much of the overnight hours. Steady on and off showers working their way through as we get throughout much of the overnight into the early part of tomorrow morning. We are still left with some of those scattered showers throughout the early part of the morning, but by the time we get into the afternoon, I think most of those will have pulled out of the area. We are still going to be dealing with some of those slick roadways, especially on untreated roads, because of the temperatures still remaining pretty close to that freezing mark. That's why we're going to be dealing with some of those slick spots, even though we're not talking about a whole lot of snow. We are going to continue to see clearing skies, though, as we get into the rest of the day on Sunday, and we might even get some sunshine as we get into the day on Monday. Not looking like a whole lot of snow for this system, however. It's not really going to put a big dent in our deficit for the year, but I do think the majority of us see anywhere from around 1 to 2, or definitely less than that. The majority of us probably less than an inch of snow. The majority of us maybe up to 1.5 inches. I do think all of us end up staying lower than 2 inches for those snow totals. That next system, though, that's a little bit later on here into the week. That one could have a higher potential for higher snow totals, but also looks like it's going to stay a little bit further to the south. Now, while this is trending further and further south, the impacts of this system, even if they clip us just a little bit, still could be significant. So this is something we have to keep an eye on, even though uncertainties are still a little bit higher because the system is further and further away. Now, we are still going to be stuck with the cooler temperatures, though, and cooler than average temperatures as we get into the last few days of January, leading into the first few days of February. That's for the Climate Prediction Center outlook. Temperatures tonight only down to 27. I think we're actually holding steady for most of the evening. Still those scattered snow showers through the evening and the early part of tomorrow morning. Temperatures only rebounding back close to that freezing mark during the afternoon. 7-day forecast still keeping with the cooler temperatures in the low 30s for the next few days. We're dry for Monday and Tuesday, but then Taylor, we got to watch that system toward the middle of the week with a little bit cooler temperatures toward the end of the week.
Now sports with sports director Scott Leber.
Next weekend will be the boys' high school state bowling tournament in O'Fallon near St. Louis. Today was all about seeing which teams would make it there out of the 4 sectionals. And one of those was the Guilford sectional held in Rockford at Don Carter Lanes. Hononegah senior Jake Reed starts us off right with the strike. He averaged .221 for 6 games. Logan Moore up next for Hononegah gets them all. Logan was the 4th best individual with a .225 average. Charlie Hunt next with his two-handed roll. He was the regional champ last week. He is now the sectional champ with a .240 average. Belvedere North Samuel Moran next, and he is just smooth. Freeport's Will Schneiderman gonna let it rip. And there's another X going up on the boards. Another pretzel here, Ryan Knack. He too follows suit. Now let's see how the Harlem Huskies were doing 2 lanes down. Jamarion Simmons here, and he was feeling it. Jamarion was the 6th top individual of the day. Braden Schultz next for Harlem, and he delivers 2. Beauty. So let's take a look at those final team standings. It is Hononegah that takes the team championship, a close shave over Harlem. The Huskies finished 50 pins behind. Belvedere North captured 3rd place, 522 pins back. All 3 of those teams head to state. Freeport finished in 9th and Oregon 13th. It was a rough night last night for the Icehogs. They lost on their home ice 7-2 to the Springfield Thunderbirds. They'll try to shake that off tonight when they host the Chicago Wolves. Round 2 of the NFL playoffs underway. The Chiefs lead the Jaguars in the 4th quarter 27-17. Tonight, the Giants and Eagles will go at it on Fox 39 at 7:15. And tomorrow, the Bengals and Bills will play at 2 o'clock. The Cowboys and 49ers will play at 5:30. The Cowboys lost to the 49ers last year in the first round of the playoffs.
I think they're a better team than they were last year. I mean, coming into the postseason, and I think we're clearly a better team than we were at this point last year. And I'm not going statistically. I'm referring more to our complementary football balance. You know, I think our football team, you know, we've been able to win games in all three phases.
Let's check out some college basketball. Rockford University hosted NACC rival Milwaukee School of Engineering. Mateo Fernandez Solari stepping behind the arc, and he will hit for the Regents. Dalen Franklin will do the same right here. Regents had it rolling here late in the second quarter. Kevin Deemer next, determined to go to the basket, and he makes it look easy. Fast break time now. It's Amarion Parker down court. He gets the hoop. Deemer, meanwhile, going to grab an offensive board. It's a little fade hook here, a beauty. The former Boylan Titan led the Regents with 18 points. The Regents won a good one, 74-60. The NIU Huskies got a MAC win on the road at Eastern Michigan, 88-67. David Coit led the Huskies with 24 points.
Well, good thing I didn't put away my winter jacket just yet. I was getting ready to.
We've seen temperatures that were in the 50s and 40s throughout the last couple of weeks. It definitely felt like it wasn't winter anymore. We're going to get another reminder that it's still winter and still for at least a couple more months here coming up here with the snow chances we have starting to come in later tonight and later on here into the week as well.
Yeah, I need to break all that stuff out. I had my rain gear ready to go. I didn't even wear it. I wore just a big sweatshirt the other day. Didn't even need it.
Yeah, I kept noticing the last few days that I've been coming out and going to work, it's been a little bit cooler, and I need maybe an extra layer of sweatshirt that I haven't been ready for and I haven't needed. Luckily, I'll be able to grab those and start being more prepared for some of these cooler temperatures. Snow showers are remaining out of the area. The first one, interactive radar from Rockford Auto Glass and more, starting at the moment, but as we get into the evening and overnight hours tonight, snow continuing to work its way closer and closer to the area. Temperatures still in the 30s, still above normal for this time of year until we get later into the week. However, another weather system could bring us another chance for some snow into the middle of the week and much cooler temperatures toward next weekend.
Winter's just a little late this year. Thanks, Jordan. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you at 10.